Governor Greg Abbott is seeking reimbursement for the billions of Texas tax dollars spent securing the southern border during the Biden administration. This is Thursday, June 25th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Welcome into this Thursday edition of the Texas Minute. Jumping straight into the news, yesterday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced that the state has formally submitted its request to the federal government for reimbursement of billions of dollars spent on Operation Lone Star. Last year, Congress included $13.5 billion in funding as part of President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill to reimburse states for border security costs incurred during the Biden years. The governor said that during the Biden administration, Texas spent more than $10 billion in Texas taxpayer money to secure the border. He said the state has now provided the Department of Homeland Security with documentation required to seek repayment for those border security costs. According to the governor's office, a separate reimbursement request will be sent to the U.S. Department of Justice in the near future. Austinites will have the opportunity to impose new fiscal transparency requirements on their municipal government this November. The activist group Save Austin Now organized a ballot petition drive. Its leaders were informed by the city clerk that its petition had been officially certified this week. If adopted by voters, the ballot referendum would mandate an independent audit of Austin's municipal government every 5 years. Additionally, in the event the city council wants to pursue a future tax rate election, the proposed charter amendment would require the municipal government to complete such an audit before the election could be called. A similar effort to require a municipal audit fell short back in 2018. At that time, Austin's municipal budget was $4.1 billion. Just 7 years later, the city council approved a record-setting $6.3 billion budget in 2025. Bexar County Criminal District Judge Stephanie Boyd has been publicly warned about using her court YouTube channel to host a book club and converse with viewers about ongoing cases. Boyd was provided a court YouTube channel by the Office of Court Administration in Bexar County, where she live streams her court proceedings. However, it was discovered that Boyd had been using the channel to engage in extrajudicial activities with viewers. Her behavior, which included signaling her probable decisions in pending matters, was found to be in direct violation of the Texas Code of Judicial Conduct. Now, Boyd will be on the bench only until January. She lost her re-election bid in the March Democrat primary to Stephanie Franco, who had focused her campaign on Boyd's social media antics. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
At a hearing this week in the Texas House, the water and energy consumption of data centers was front and center. The Natural Resources Committee had invited data center builders Diode Ventures and Calypso LLC to give testimony, but they declined to do so. Throughout the hearing, lawmakers repeatedly complained about the lack of information they had regarding how much water data centers are actually consuming. They were told by the Texas Water Development Board that only 17% of data centers responded to inquiries about water usage. Similarly, the Public Utility Commission also sent an optional survey to data centers to study water usage at industrial properties, but only 8% of those queried responded. Governor Greg Abbott recently directed the PUC to ensure data centers are paying for grid connections rather than passing the burden on to ratepayers. Meanwhile, polling this month conducted by the University of Texas found low support for data centers among Texas voters. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Brandon Waltons, Adam Kahn, Travis Morgan, and Grant Hawk. It was produced by Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you at around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great day.